Hello guys, and welcome back to a Team Fortress 2 HUD review. I'm CinderGames, and today we're going to be reviewing takyahud. Takyahud, a little disclaimer at the beginning, is built off of yahud, which is another HUD review I did. If you haven't seen that, then go and check it out. And pretty much it's sort of these people's own take on yahud. So it's still got sort of the really nice minimalistic and simplistic sort of look to it, but it's more updated. It does actually work with gunmetal, and there are a few problems I've noticed with it, but in general it's a nice HUD, and with a bit more work it could be one of the best. So without further ado, let's go on with the review. Okay, so now let's look at the class selection screen and the team selection screen. So the team selection screen is really small, blocky and nice, which is what you expect from a HUD that takes after yahud. It's kept the keyboard commands, which I like, and overall it's just nice and does the job. Whereas the class selection screen is still in the same style, so that's the keyboard commands, but I think it looks like there should be a picture or something of the class, maybe on the left hand side here or something, just for balance purposes. But I know it's kind of meant so you can play while selecting a class, but that's kind of stupid because you can't really move or anything. But otherwise it's nice and it does the job really. So now you can see the kill feed is really nice and bold. We have our health and ammo, all pretty standard stuff. At the top we have the clock, and we also at the bottom have the objectives. I think it looks like the exclamation mark and the house, this is CTF24 we're playing, look like they haven't been made for the HUD yet, and I'm not sure if they're going to be added later or not. And here is the end game screen, I guess. It tells you red capture the enemy intelligence 3 times, so I'll get back to you in a sec. Okay, we're back, and now let's take a look at the scoreboard and the contract screen. So the scoreboard is really low down on the screen. It's nice, it's functional, it does the job, and as you can see it will have our KD as well as all of the necessary information, and in the very bottom left it tells us what the server is currently playing, so it's 10 versus 11. In the top it has the clock and the server, and generally it just does the job. It's a very nice scoreboard, and frankly it's one of the best I've seen so far. One improvement I would like is if this grey bit was transparent, but otherwise it's really good. Now the contract screen is exactly the same, it's just got some nice new box as well as a new font which fits in with the HUD. Now let's go and take a look at some of the classes. Okay, so different classes. First of all, let's see the engineer. The engineer has his metal in the middle of the screen, so you see if I shoot my pistol that number does not go down. If I shoot the Widowmaker, which uses his metal as ammo, that does go down. Furthermore, the building screen has got a change. It's smaller and out of the way, which is nice because in the stock TF2 HUD it was sort of in your face a bit. Same with the destruction menu. And now let's move on to medic. Medic, we get a percentage number and a little bar that starts to fill up, which is nice. And spy. Spy has a new disguise menu. It looks exactly the same as the class selection menu, to be honest, but that's nice. It keeps a bit of continuity, and you can see as we change teams the background changes, and I find it's a really nice and quite easy way to show the disguise menu. So now let's go, and I'm going to try and get some damage as well as get killed, so you can see the kill cam. Right, so we're off into the big wide world. We're going to go and try and get some damage numbers. You'll see they're really big, bold and yellow. They're nice and quite easy to notice, as well as get killed. So first of all, damage numbers. Oh my god, I can't play this game. So they're damage numbers, and then let's try and get killed. So you see the damage numbers there, and I'll let this guy just face stab me. See, the health goes red when we get hurt, and then here's the kill cam. So we can see his health, which is non-existent, and his name, and here's the sort of spectator HUD, and I think it looks like there should be a picture there on the bottom right next to the revolver, but there isn't. I'm not sure if that's just a bug or if it's meant to be like that, but otherwise the kill cam is really nice and easy to see. And now let's go and take a look at the menus. Okay, so this is the menu. As you can see, it takes after yahud. Here's play. Play takes us to the servers menu. If you want to get to the normal quick play menu, then you go to this little play button down here, and that takes us to this menu, which has been modernized for the HUD. There's also advanced options, achievements, toggle console and toggle scoreboard. Create, that takes us to making a server. Co-op, this takes us to MVM, which has just been made to fit in with the HUD, so we've got new fonts and sort of more boxy feel to it. We also have the keyboard shortcuts here, which I really like. Items, that takes me to my backpack. Store, And that takes us to the store, which has just been made to look like the HUD again. Options, that's just the normal menu. You can't change these menus, guys. That's by default the same in HUDs, by the way. Demo UI, that takes us to, this is if you're doing replays and stuff. And replays, this is the replay bit. I haven't got any. And quit, that quits the game. N up here is for news, so gunmetal right now. And I don't know what home server is, and I don't really want to click it, but that's there as well, if you know what it is. And now let's look at my backpack. So you can see here, if we go into backpack, we have A and D for moving left and right, which I really like. It's useful for getting through your backpack quickly, because you can sort of go like that. And Q takes us back. The stats menu is just that. And for the classes, it's just, it fits in with the HUD. They've made it so they've changed all the fonts, and they've made these bits more blocky. You can see here for changing the weapon, it's really clear. If I had loads of weapons, I could use A and D, and it fits in with the HUD. So one final thing, you can change these backgrounds. There's a lot of customization with this HUD. I won't go through it all, but it is listed on the download page, which will be in the description, by the way, the link to it. But you can change these backgrounds. I haven't messed around with it too much, but I know that the HUD comes with a few, and I'm guessing if you knew what you were doing, you could put your own picture behind here. But I personally quite like the blue, to be honest. Anyway, if you would like to suggest another HUD, then please say so in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed. There will be a download link for this HUD, which is takyahud, in the description. And thank you for watching. I've been CinderGames, and I'll see you next time.